That it's time now to meet some social media superheroes.
Yeah, so our next guests have gone viral. They gained millions of views for using their unique powers and their pure-of-heart generosity to bring an extra sparkle to their communities.
Liam Wildish is a former window cleaner who spends his spare time sprucing up road signs in his local area.
Look at that lovely spick and span. Bea Elton is a self-taught cleaning influencer who transforms strangers' homes free of charge. What a lovely thing to do.
And Alfie Cookson found fame for offering odd job services on his tandem push bike. Welcome to the show, all three of you.
You guys,
I've got to say one thing before on.
Darling.
You two, wrong trade. You should be singers.
Do you think?
Complete wrong trade.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Well, when did
you hear us singing when we said, "What have you done today to make it through?"
I wasn't even on set. I could hear you from below.
Stop
You
it.
don't make us feel proud.
Stop it, Alfie.
Liam,
Right,
we're going to
listen.
start with you. Liam Wildish, a.k.a. The Sign Guy. How did you get into this? Tell us your story.
Well, the background started, really. I used to have a window cleaning business. Obviously, I had one of the extendable brush things that you've probably all seen.
Yeah.
My mum actually pointed out a really dirty road sign one day, and just by chance I said, I wonder if you can clean that with the brush. So I did. I cleaned it, and it came out like brand new underneath. The sign was in pristine condition. You couldn't read it. It was like just like a green circle that said nothing. So we cleaned it, and then I posted it onto the community Facebook page just to sort of show everybody what I'd done. I did a few more signs. And the response was just insane. It went viral, and that sort of led to now evolving into the ASMR satisfying videos
really
of cleaning the sign.
The whole
can't
going
even get
viral
it.
thing has happened to all three of you. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
How that, and it's so good by
It's
luck or
something so
chance or
simple.
serendipity, isn't it? Just
Oh, it's
how that
crazy,
one person
yeah.
sees it and then the next thing you know.
Yeah, it really snowballs.
What does the community say? Because it is something really nice for the community. I mean, sometimes there's signs that you can't even read.
Yeah.
You can't even read, and it does genuinely help people. I'll be honest with you, I looked at your Instagram last night. You have to watch the video to the very end. You can't help but watch it all.
Yeah, that's funny.
You have to watch. It does catch you, doesn't
it's
it?
It's a hook, it works.
What's the community saying? Because you're doing this for free. You're not doing it for anything
No,
other
I
than
do it
to
for
help,
free,
aren't you?
no. That's probably one of my favourite things about it, is it's the positive sort of community that it's built around my channel. So, and obviously social media is a very controversial place. There's all sorts going on. With mine, because of the sort of the deed that it is, the community when they comment and things like that, it's just always positivity, yeah.
It's
People enjoy
lovely.
it.
It's lovely. You do feel, it's that thing where, like, it's almost like when you give a gift. Most people, I think, get more excited when they give a gift rather than when they receive a gift.
Yeah.
When you sort of
So
put
true.
forward to something and give it, and when they open, it's a similar hit to that, I guess, in a weird way,
Yeah,
isn't it?
you get, like, good karma. That's the best way I can describe it. If anyone asks, like, how do you feel about the Sign Guy channel? It's like, I've always had good karma when I've done this.
Yeah.
I think it's making a little bit of a difference, and then good things seem to come from good deeds.
Also, just finishing the job makes you feel good, doesn't
So
it?
true.
Yeah, exactly.
When you walk
drive
away.
down the road now, I clean that.
Did you have to stop for a while because you had a bit of an injury as well?
Yeah, unfortunately. So that's why I'm no longer a window cleaner anymore.
What happened?
I had a shoulder reconstruction,
Oh, okay.
which, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. That's not fun. So that saw me out of sort of window cleaning and sign cleaning for quite a while.
Oh.
And then I was just talking to a friend of mine who does social media about a year ago, and we just spoke about it, and he says, you should do the sign cleaning thing. People probably enjoy watching it.
And they love it.
So I did, and, yeah, it hit 250,000 followers pretty fast, yeah.
Do the council or the highways agency, any people, have they been in touch with you? Are they all right about it, or are they kind of
It's kind
like
of
grateful, or...?
I think grateful, yeah. It's kind of an unspoken thing, really. We've never actually sort of discussed it in detail, but I can't see why they would have a
look at
problem.
that sign there.
I don't imagine there's a
Disgusting.
department that does this, right?
I mean,
or if they
do you
do,
know-
they're probably overworked and stretched and stuff.
Funnily enough, this sign, I actually saw this sign. When I was driving towards it, I thought it was one of the black LED signs
Did
that
ya?
would light up as a...
Yeah.
It was that
and then when I
dirty.
got next to it, I was like, that's actually filthy.
It's like the sign chooses you, Liam.
Mate, it's a sign.
Unbelievable.
It's a sign.
It's a sign in
My
my
grandma's got bad eyes, and seeing that, she'd even struggle more.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
It's lovely that you're doing something of service, and B, you're doing something of service at the moment. And this all started when you bought a flat that was in really bad condition.
Yeah.
Tell us about what happened.
So I rented a flat, and it was like the first flat that I'd ever rented when I came to London.
Yeah.
With like 2 other people, and it was just awful. Like black mold everywhere,
Awful.
holes in the floor, mice everywhere, fly infestation. It was just everything that you could it was bad. And we kind of told the landlord time and time again.
weren't doing it.
It just didn't care. Couldn't care less.
So this was a situation where you either leave that flat or you say, right, this is my flat, I need to make this wonderful.
Yeah.
And you actually did, didn't you? And you recorded it.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I mean, people started watching it, and then I think the biggest thing that blew me away was how many people would say, my rental flat also looks like this, and I don't know how to deal with it, or are you able to redecorate like that, or can you do that? How do you get rid of mould? And it kind of grew from there to be like, oh, actually, I can start also doing it for other people too. So it's been kind of like a roll-on effect that was never planned, but I'm very happy with how it's going and how it's turned out.
It kind of highlights two things as well. First, like, your generosity, but also how bad some of these landlords are, and hopefully you can highlight that. I mean, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I think
landlord would let that happen.
It's definitely, like, helped to spread awareness, but I also think for a lot of renters and people in social housing, people that are just not happy with the conditions that they're living in, sometimes it is really comforting to know that there's other people out there, because it's not like you
There's
really...
a way out as well.
Yeah, especially with social media, I don't think people really show the ugly sides of their homes or the not pretty sides. So, and for someone in that position where they're looking around seeing black mould, they're thinking, oh, it's just me. Or, you know, so I think that's nice as well.
And you are offering this service out to other people.
Yeah.
How many people applied for you to come out?
Oh, we've got, like, well over 2,000, and we get more and more every day.
So what's your criteria onto deciding, right, you're going to get something for free here?
So, because there's so many people, and
Yeah.
it's just me, basically, and my partner, Harry, who also helps on the cleans, we've had to prioritise it for people in the most needy situations. I also will always have a soft spot for anyone with mental health issues, disabilities, the elderly, people with young children, especially if it's young children and there's black mould or something like that. And then we kind of categorise it, but everyone's story is different and everyone's home is different, so...
You need a team, Bea. You need a team of people who are going to come and help you, because it's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot for you to even decide who gets it and who doesn't.
The admin takes a long time, but also, like, on the clean and the editing. Yeah, I've had a lot of people, like, probably a few hundred people saying, like, I'll happily volunteer and help, which is, again, like,
well, hopefully you can mobilise that in the
community.
future, and this can help.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Alfie, let's move on to you. It's all about odd jobs for you. How'd you get into the odd job trade?
Oh,
and how did this come about?
it's a long story, honestly. I didn't mean to even fall into it. So I bought my tandem bike quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Just because it looked appropriate, well, in my mind.
Yeah.
But I went in for a dirt bike.
Yeah.
All my mates bought these dirt bikes. Right, I'm going to go and get a nice dirt bike, come out with a tandem. Bought it for 2 pigs in a billy goat.
Yeah.
And it's never let me down.
It's never let me down. And it keeps you fit as well.
Well,
Do you know what I
look
mean?
at the size of these calves here.
Lovely
Now, get
calves.
this on your TV screen. You look at them badges. Get at them badges.
Hope you stretch them out.
But yeah, no, it's kind of just like with the community and stuff. I never really started for that. I just fell in with it. You know, I just part of it. But no, it's great. I love it. It's great.
And you're good at any odd job you can do.
I can even sing.
You can even sing.
Ah, the statue is beautiful.
And that was your first job, wasn't it?
That's what set it off, that, because he's Lone Soldier. And I thought, coming up with, like, this was like 5 years ago, on Remembrance Day, and I thought, I can't have him stood there with bird, you know, on the back of his neck. So I got my 3-piece ladders, went up and cleaned it.
That was your very first job that you did?
That's what set it off.
And then
community kind of thing, and I started, like, doing, like, the signs, like, yourself and phone boxes and all that. But the thing is, about, if you get a minute, please come in my room. It's around me, honestly.
You can do it.
I know, I'm joking. I just can't get, you know, I clean everything else, but not my room.
What's so lovely about you, though, is that anybody who's over 80, they get it for free.
Yeah,
they get
they
any
do.
odd jobs or anything.
If they're 79 and they're just a day too young, I won't give it them. I'm that type, you know.
They have to be 80.
I'm strict. You've got to be 80, you know what I
And
mean?
they've got to show us your birth certificate.
And you need a Zimmer frame and sing George Formby. That's how good you've got to be. But, no.
Absolutely brilliant.
The three of you are such a tonic.
Why do you think everyone enjoys all your videos so much? What would you put it down to?
I feel like people need to... I feel like we've got the platform to influence people, you know what I mean? And we've got...
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like if I just do a bit, I'll get messages all the time from young people saying, oh, I've got a tandem now, doing odd jobs. And also with, like, I've got ADHD, and having to be able to, like, speak about that awarenessly, like, I get a lot of mums saying, oh, you've given me, like, great joy. because my son's got ADHD and it made me feel like, oh, he's actually got a bit of lease of life, you know. 'cause people see it as a bad thing, but for me, it's my superpower. It's what makes who I am.
Oh, it's lovely. I feel like you're an older man in a young body.
Well, I dress like my granddad. So, yeah, I won't say where for him.
You own it.
And for some reason, it's not a fetish, but I knock around in old people's homes a lot. So, and sing George Formby to him. I'm cleaning windows to earn an honest job. For an Aussie Parker, it's an interesting job. So, yeah, love it.
Alfie, you're an absolute star. Bea and Liam, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Spreading a bit of love and providing a service to others.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.